Good evening, everyone. And today the topic of concern is the need of the present times to make cancer drugs affordable. Why is it needed and how can we do that? These are the topic of concern for today. So actually what is the need to make medicines affordable? Because the constitutional right is there. The constitution, which is constitutional right, which is Article 21, which ensures the citizens' right to a dignified life. And the right to a dignified life cannot be ensured without a healthy life. So for the healthy life, for ensuring healthy life, we have to make the cancer drugs affordable, because this is the second most fatal disease. मतलब जो भी disease हैं वर्ल्ड में, उनमें सबसे ज़्यादा सेकेंड नंबर पर जो सबसे फेटल डिजीज है, रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डेथ्स, इज कैंसर. राइट? सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज कैंसर? कैंसर इज जस्ट द म्यूटेशन इन सेल्स. इट इज म्यूटेशन इन सेल्स. हाउ डज सेल्स म्यूटेट? सो इट इज लाइक अ ग्रोथ इन द सेल्स. We'll come back to this. The cancer refers to any one of a large number of diseases characterized by the development of abnormal cells that divide uncontrollably. मतलब they multiply and divide, they cannot be controlled. They divide uncontrollably and have the ability to infiltrate, invade and destroy normal body tissues. The cancer can start almost anywhere in the body, and it can spread to any part of the body. Right? It can start in any part of the body and it can spread to the any part of body. Normally human cells grow and multiply. So this is a natural process. We take food, we take nutrients and we do some type of work, energy consumption. उसके बाद नई cells का formation होता है. As we go to workout and वहाँ पर क्या करते हैं, हम break करते हैं muscles को और उसमें नई cells का formation होता है. Right? Then also the cells are dividing themselves and the cells are multiplying. But in cancer, it mutates like anything. And those cells are not for the use of body, but they kill the body actually. Right? Normally human cells grow and multiply through a process called cell division to form new cells as the body needs them. When cells grow old, they become useless, they become damaged, they die, and the new cells take their place. Right? Then sometimes this orderly process breaks down and abnormal or damaged cells grow and multiply when they should not. This is called cancerous cells. These cells are called cancerous cells. Right? And उनके develop होने से, उनके grow होने से क्या होता है? We see the lumps in our body. Some of those lumps are benign in nature, मतलब they are not cancerous, they are non-cancerous, and some of them are malign in nature. They are cancerous tumors. Right? Then comes the tumor. A tumor can be cancerous and non-cancerous. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको बॉडी पे कोई भी लम्ब दिखे and you say this is cancer, this is tumor. That may or may not be a cancerous cell. Right? Cancerous tumor. Cancerous tumors is spread into or invade nearby tissues and can travel to distant places in the body. And that traveling to distant places in the body, that traveling to the vital organs, other vital organs of the body, is called metastasis. And through that metastasis क्या होता है कि कैंसर आपकी बॉडी में पूरी तरह से फैल जाता है. Once the cancer is all over your body, once the cancer is spread throughout your body, what does happen? It grows into the fourth stage cancer, the advanced stage cancer. Generally आपने सुना होगा fourth stage cancer. So that is through the process of metastasis. The cancerous tumors may also be called malignant tumors, because मैंने बताया tumors may or may not be malignant, but the cancerous tumors are malignant tumors. Many cancerous form solid tumors, but cancer of the blood such as leukemia generally do not. Benign tumors do not spread into or invade nearby tissues. They remain stagnant. If they are in some place, they will remain in that place only. How does cancer form? So this is the normal cell. Normal cell में mutation हुआ, and through that mutation these cancerous cells are forming, and because of this we see the lumps on our skin. So this is like our skin को अगर आप ऐसे काटें तो you will see a lump, right? Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the world, but survival rates are improving. Why survival rates are improving? Because some of the countries, some of the rich countries, they have found the medicines, the vaccines for the same. They have found some of the therapies for the same. So there are therapeutical treatments, there are medicinal treatments, right? But all of these treatments are well beyond the capacity of a person living in these developing countries like India, like Bangladesh, like Pakistan. So all of these countries, they cannot afford the rate of medicines, they cannot afford the rate of therapies regarding. So this is the concern. This is the concern of our topic today कि हम इसको affordable कैसे बनाएंगे. So there is a report, Cancer Care Plan and Management Report, which says about 40% of cancer hospitalization cases are financed mainly through borrowings, because it takes huge sum in millions, right? Or millions में no one has money, so they are basically through borrowings, sale of assets and contributions from friends and relatives. We are living in a welfare state where it is the duty of the state that it ensures our health. So if there are studies which say that India में cancer का affordability नहीं है, कैंसर के हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन अगर हुआ तो लोग अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते हैं, तो it is like a dark spot, it is like a blot on our spirit, on the spirit of the constitution, which says we are a welfare state. For becoming a good welfare state, we have to make this affordable. तो उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ ऐसे नए रूल्स लाई है, नए इम्प्लीमेंटेशंस लाई है. एवरेज आउट ऑफ पॉकेट स्पेंडिंग ऑन कैंसर केयर इज टू हाई. Spending for cancer care in private facilities is about 3 times that of public facilities. Public facilities have limited space, they have limited reach. So that's why everybody who is facing cancerous diseases like melanoma, right, and there are many others. There are breast cancers, there are like lung cancer, there is mouth cancer, right? Melanoma is related to skin and melanin, right? Spending for cancer care in private facilities is about 3 times higher than the public facilities. Highlighted the seriousness, this report highlighted the seriousness of problems concerning the treatment of cancer, and the estimated cost is around 1.4 million in 2020. It's around 1.4 million in 2020. Then comes the impact on survival rates. In breast cancer, the 5-year survival rates in India and South Africa, they are improving, but they are still 65 and 85 respectively. In India, it is 65, and in South Africa, it is 45. But in rich countries, there are people who have deep pockets, so they can easily afford all the medicines and all the therapeutical processes. So that's why for them, it is very easy to afford a treatment and get their cancer treated. What does World Health Organization say about this pricing of cancer medicines? The cost of a course of standard treatment for early stage positive breast cancer would be equivalent to around 10 years of average annual wages in India. 10 years of income you will have to invest, you will have to put in to get your breast cancer treated, and that to early stage, right? There is a treatment protocol. The treatment protocol में drugs are used. So these drugs are very important. इनको आप लीजिए. There is a process cyclin dependent kinase. What is kinase therapy? Kinase method is कि हम सेल्स में फॉस्फेट ऐड करते हैं, एक्स्ट्रा फॉस्फेट। तो फॉस्फेट के ऐड होने से दीज कैंसरस सेल्स बिकम इनएक्टिव। तो उनको इनएक्टिव बनाने के लिए भी इंजेक्ट फॉस्फेट थ्रू मेडिसिन। तो इसमें 3 मेडिसिन हैं बेसिकली, राइबोसिक्लिब, पाल्बोसिक्लिब एंड एबेमासिक्लिब, राइट? दे हेल्प इन स्लोइंग द स्प्रेड of cancerous cells in the body, and the treatment for the monthly treatment costs around 48,000 to 95,000. So how is that possible for an individual living in a developing country कि वो afford कर पाए monthly treatment of 48,000 to 95,000? अगर आप देखेंगे तो there are only 1 to 2% people जो कि इतना कमाते हैं in India, right? So this is not at all affordable. What are the reasons? So reasons of high cost of these medicine basically is that these companies, they invest a lot. These companies invest a lot in research work. Then these pharmaceutical companies, they purchase that research work and then they produce these medicines. और उससे वो हॉस्पिटल्स को भी लेना पड़ता है और वो हॉस्पिटल्स को भी उनको पे करना पड़ता है for using that particular medicine for cancer treatment. So that is a very huge cost investing, like capital investing process. It's like a capital investment कि आपने invest किया, आपने patent purchase किया, then you are using this, right? So they spend over $3 billion in bringing a new molecule to the market, which they must recoup in order to remain in the market for innovation. The WHO report says spending on research and development may bear little or no relationship on how pharmaceutical companies set cancer medicine prices. WHO रिपोर्ट है कि हो सकता है कि इतना खर्च होता हो या हो सकता है कि इतना नहीं खर्च होता हो। Why the cancer का रिकवरी हो पा रही है, अभी रिकवरी स्टार्ट हुई है, क्यों स्टार्ट हुई है? Because we are doing what? We are screening the cancer in early stage, we are treating the cancer, and then we are preventing other people to fall in the clutches of cancer, right? Companies set prices with an eye to maximize profit. They are just trying to maximize their profits and there is no limit to it, right? So basically some of the Western countries, as I have told you in the last session also, these Western countries are trying to maximize their profits because of they have some technological access and they are not sharing that technology with any other country. तो नगोया प्रोटोकॉल जो पूरा का पूरा था, जिसको हमने कल डिस्कस किया ऑन द सीओपी, जो आप देख सकते हैं कल के सेशन में जाकर के, उसको हमने डिस्कस किया नगोया प्रोटोकॉल का। तो होल आइडिया ऑफ नगोया प्रोटोकॉल वाज दैट कि हमें भी इक्विटेबल शेयरिंग ऑफ जेनेटिक रिसोर्सेज हमारे साथ भी होना चाहिए, जिससे कि हम भी अपने यहाँ अपनी कंट्रीज में कैंसर के ट्रीटमेंट को ईजी बना सकें, अफोर्डेबल बना सकें और इसको जनरलाइज कर सकें, पब्लिक एक्सेस मिल सके लोगों को इसका, ठीक है? The pharma companies in the developed world have persuaded their governments to strengthen the rights that they derive from patents and other forms of intellectual property rights. They exercise monopoly control over their products. Then there are patent rights also. In the case of several non-communicable diseases, including cancer, even before the generic producers enter the market, newer therapies could be introduced. अब नई therapies, अगर मान लीजिए कोई molecule introduce किया गया and 20 years complete हुए, 20 years complete होने से पहले ही 19th year के 11th month में हमने एक modified version उसका market में डाल दिया, तो that is the modified version, updated version। तो उसमें क्या होगा? This is called patent evergreening। हम हमेशा पेटेंट को कभी एक्सपायर ही नहीं होने देते हैं, उसको हमेशा 20 साल होने से पहले हम उसको एवरग्रीन करते रहते हैं लगातार। वो पेटेंट हमेशा हमारा ही पेटेंट बना रहेगा। और जो भी कंट्रीज ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी परचेज करना चाहती हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी तो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू शेयर, बट मेडिसिन परचेज करना चाहती हैं, तो दे हैव टू पुट इन अ लॉट ऑफ मनी। In case of pharmaceutical patents, the leading firms in the industry obtain patents on incremental innovations involving older medicines, extending their monopoly rights over the medicines. So this is called evergreening of patents. Then comes the need to make cancer drugs affordable. The lack of access to these critical medicines pushed the life of patients and their families into deep financial stress. but it has also, not only this, it has also jeopardized the right to life with dignity, a fundamental right guaranteed within the ages of Article 21 of the Constitution of India. And then the justification which came from the Supreme Court, which interpreted right to life as the most precious human right, and arc of all the other rights must be interpreted in a broad and expansionary spirit, so as to invest it with significance and vitality which may endure for years to come and enhance the dignity of the individual and worth of the human individual. And the health is the most important component of a life, of a dignified life. So that is why उसको रखना चाहिए पैरामाउंट स्टेटस पर, और वो इंश्योर किया नहीं जा सकता विदाउट गेटिंग डन, विदाउट डूइंग अवे विद दीज पेटेंट्स. तो उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने क्या किया? गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया केम अप विद कंपल्सरी लाइसेंसिंग. द कंपल्सरी licensing by government of India has overriding effect over these patent claims, patent rights. ठीक है. The 3 best breast cancer medicines are currently under patent. Indian companies cannot manufacture these medicines without the consent of right holders. Therefore, high prices on these medicines will continue at least until 2029, and we have to wait till 2029. और 2029 के पहले 2028 में क्या होगा कि इनका एक मॉडिफिकेशन आ जाएगा और वो एवरग्रीनिंग हो जाएगी उस पेटेंट की, राइट? Authorize Indian companies to domestically produce high-priced cancer medicine by granting compulsory licensing in keeping with Section 84 and 92. You are not concerned with Section 84 or 92. आपको केवल compulsory licensing पता होना चाहिए. The government can invoke provisions of Section 100, which empowers it to authorize any entity to use a patented invention without the authorization of patent holder, right? So this was it. As I did tell you, so there is this slide which did not, which I did not mention. So the issue is the Cancer Care Plan and Management Report by the Rajya Sabha's Standing Committee on Health made on the subject of the spiraling cost of cancer medicines and their implication. तो इसका बहुत बड़ा implication पड़ेगा सोसाइटी में. People will, जो fear है अभी कैंसर को लेकर, तो people will have trust over the government that government can come up with these new provisions जिससे कि ऐसी medicines को बनाया जा सके और patent rights जो western countries का sole right बन चुके हैं उनके साथ उनका कुछ ना कुछ alternative निकाला जा सके. So thank you so much for today. I hope आपका ये सेशन काफ़ी एजुकेटिव रहा हो. अपने सजेशंस देते रहिए कि हम फर्दर और किन सब्जेक्ट्स पर ऐसे वीडियोस बनाएं. थैंक यू सो मच.